Howdy there. This is me, Bree, the girl at Skulls and Bones 444. This is for Aquarius. Happy full moon, guys. I hope that you all are doing well today. And because it's the 11th and it's June, the numerology, it's 611. So go look it up. Um, as always, go look up. Pay attention to the animal kingdom. Pay attention to the synchronicities that you see. Um, some of you guys, like I said, for the full moon, some people get anxious, nervous, restless, they can't sleep, shit like that. You know, we're gonna get through this. And because the Sagittarius full moon, it's intense, so it may last, the effects may last a little bit longer throughout the week, but we can do it. Um, Damn. I am just sensing an Aquarius that is pissed off. Pissed off. Okay. And as I mentioned for the other videos, divine feminines, just, be careful, as I've said several times, with watching what you're stepping on. Like, wear shoes, watch what you're stepping on, pay attention if there's, any glass on the floor, if there's any, I don't know, mud that you could slip on, slip and falls on anything that you could break part of your leg or sprain your foot or whatever, because your masculine's karmic wants to hurt you because she's been dying to fight you. And if she hurts you, then she gets leverage over on you. 222 on the timer. That's just, honestly, if you gotta do that to somebody to get leverage on them, bitch, that's a bitch move. But anyways, you're divinely protected. You could be seeing 444, and that karmic feminine, her main sign is a Sagittarius, but she could have Aquarius somewhere in her chart. And like I said, this video is for Aquarius, so this is for any people who've got Aquarius anywhere in their chart. And I talked about electrocution too. When y'all are taking your spiritual baths or spiritual showers, whatever, make sure all electrical appliances, hair blow dryers, hair curlers, hair straighteners are turned off and are nowhere near the water or the sink when you wash your hands or brush your teeth. Shit like that. Okay? Ooh, this is an Aquarius here, but he's pissed. What the fuck is going on? Y'all could be hearing crows too. What the fuck? Aquarius. This Aquarius could be going to jail soon if they haven't already. I don't know. Trying to get away with something, but there's just too much evidence. Aquarius. Oh, and by the way, I greatly appreciate all the likes and the subscriptions. And I think it's funny with how there's more men looking at my video. I think you guys finally woke up and realized that what feminine had been saying years ago before the breakup, that it wasn't horseshit. Anyways, Aquarius. One last shuffle, man. Keep cleansing yourself and your space. Spiritual showers or baths, whatever you can manage to do. Sage, Palo Santo or Dragon Blood Sage, all of that shit. All right. Main message at the bottom. Nine of Wands in reversed. This is good right now. This means that you guys are warriors, like total spiritual warriors. Y'all are very quirky. Aquariuses, like every single Aquarius I've ever met, very quirky, and you guys are big humanitarians. Okay? Y'all are warriors. And at this point, you're like, because the feminines have been in isolation mode for a long time because of isolation spells, but these curses have been broken. You're like, bitch, I'm getting out of this house. I'm gonna fucking go for a walk. If you have any money, you're gonna go for to watch a movie or some shit. You take a lot of pride in yourself that you got through this, and it's like you didn't realize just how tough and strong you really are. But with this, like, you're not scared of who could be lurking around you or gang stalking. You're like, fuck it. I know I'm protected. Anyways, let's see. Whoa. Wow. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If not, thank you for coming back. For those of you who don't know my strategy, I do the Celtic cross, but it's a little different. I personally think that it's easier to get answers quicker. And I don't want to make this video like almost 2 hours long. No, that's just obnoxious. Hmm. It was just Sagittarius and Libra. That was long. The full moon is in the Sagittarius, and Libra talks about getting your justice. Oh, search this shit over here. I can't wait to get another table. I really can't. If I ever sing on this channel, just know that I can't sing without a tune in a book. My mom can sing. It's a beautiful voice. I'm just gonna take these and that's it because, coño, I want to take more, but no. Oh shit! The next main message here is the King of Swords upright. That's awesome. This is a characteristic of your masculine. Speaking his mind, speaking his truth. There's an Aquarius out there who's definitely been behind the scenes, hiding themselves well, and has been really against and pissed off with the masculine, you know, confessing his love for you, like, I mean, screaming it off the rooftop and shit. This masculine standing up for himself, speaking his truth. He don't give a fuck anymore. He's not gonna let anybody dictate his happiness, you know? And he's calling people out for their lies. Because it's like, I've known the feminine for years, and you don't know what's been said and done behind closed doors. And, you know, they're admitting to their fuck ups of, yeah, they participated in talking shit themselves, but as I've said many times, this was just for approval of their friends, and they fucked up with some black magic because of their friends, and he's admitting this. He goes, I know I fucked up, you know, but at least I can admit it. I'm not gonna hide behind the shadows and pretend that I'm all innocent. You guys pretend that, oh, you're innocent, you didn't do shit. No, fuck you, you're liars. Yeah, this Aquarius, for some of you, your masculines could have Aquarius somewhere in their chart. Okay. He is standing tall and proud, head up straight, shoulders back. Ooh. And quick on his feet when it comes to smart ass remarks. 11:55 on the timer. And it's these when he's also calling judgment 12:12 on the timer. He's calling judgment on these people, but it's not like he's doing it over the phone and shit. No. These have been at several hangouts is what it is, and he knows that people are gonna try to, try one more time to sway him from not going to you, but he's like, no, no, I've made up my mind. And you guys are really cruel and evil bastards for what you guys did. He played a little part in it, but he just felt horrible because those aren't his morals. Those aren't his morals. Okay. This is for all you who are new, present moment. Nine of Pentacles upright. Divine Feminines, man. Your name has been vindicated. Really. This masculine has definitely vindicated your name. Because, man, the bullying was nonstop. Spiritual bullying. And there was so much gossip and a lot of rumors, so that was even more bullying in the 3D here. Calling it everything, a slut, a whore, you know. You have affairs with married men. If some of you guys are mothers out there, they were calling you shitty mothers, and you know, you don't know how to cook or clean, or somebody could have even called CPS on you. And they did it just out of revenge. That was it. That's some bullshit. And then like when CPS did come, they didn't see anything wrong with the house, or there was nothing dirty or rats or cockroach, nothing. They saw that your kid was well taken care of, the whole nine. Some of you, half of you are unemployed, unfortunately, because of all the financial curses that were thrown at you. And you've been getting help from half the government and half from family members that, really give a shit. Like blood family members that give a shit. And then the other half of you could be working part-time at least because, you thought to yourself, I'll take anything at this point. And you have the Three of Wands upright, which means all of your hard work has paid off. You're getting your rewards. Let me tell you what, the divine doesn't like ugly. And these people have been ugly and nasty to you with the rumors and the dark ass magic that was horrible and the obstacles. And if you guys have any kids, oh, God bless them. They saw you struggling, and because kids aren't stupid. Kids observe a lot more than you realize, you know? Okay, what else can we get about the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Wands? Oh, wow. Okay. You have strength upright. That's a Leo card. Maybe some of you guys have Leo somewhere in your chart, but like I said just before, you guys realize that you're much stronger than you ever gave yourself credit for. Be proud of yourselves, damn it. And this Three of Cups reversed, um, the third party is out of your energy. Yeah. Your karmic can't fuck with you anymore. They're out of your energy, out of your space. They're fucking around with your divine masculine who he needs to do cord cutting rituals and banishing rituals on that guy. And those rituals are gonna take several rounds because he's got a lot of strong energy and he's just a nuisance, a pain in the ass. And the masculine needs to do cord cutting rituals and banishing rituals on their karmic. it's it's not that, how do I say, it's her jealousy towards you that's gotta get broken. You've done your cord cutting rituals, you've done your banishing spells, all of it. You have protected yourself. And look, the Ten of Wands reversed. All hardships, obstacles are done. You have completed your karmic cycle with your karmic and the coven. This is starting off nice. And look, Queen of Swords upright. This is you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is you, Aquarius. Speaking your truth. And you've got this attitude of, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm calling judgment on anybody who tries it with me. And you know that you are protected. That's awesome. I want to get one more card though for this Three of Cups, please. I can't make this shit up. Now that this third party is out of the picture, you have your King of Swords. Oh my god! Badass dudes! Oh my god! Holy shit! Now that the third party is out of your life, yeah, man, because this King of Swords is standing his ground. He's like, get the fuck away from me, man. Like, you ain't shit. Look at you guys. Speaking your truth. Wow. This is beautiful, Aquarius. My God. And here you are, the Queen of Pentacles upright too. You're trying to make that bag. 2121 on a timer. You're trying to make that bag. Cause I mean, the financial struggles have been fucking real. 2131 on the timer. Oh my goodness. And like I said it for other zodiac signs, y'all could have other projects up your sleeve that you've been trying to start for quite some time. But no matter what, the coven was determined to slow you down. It's like, you could have made 5 steps ahead and they would shoot you back by 10. Not no mores. And don't tell anybody what your idea is. Uh-uh. Just share the idea with your masculine because y'all are both to work together. Six of Wands reversed. This third party that's out of the picture, this karmic masculine that just wouldn't stop bullying your ass. Six of Wands reversed. He lost. He lost everything. The spiritual warfare and shit. I call it the psychological warfare too, because this person loves to play fucking mind games. The psyche, the sociopath. I'm not gonna lie, man, but shit. After all this crap, you might just want to be able to consider yourself a psychologist. I mean, because this shit's been going on for like 8 years, some of you 10 or 12. I mean, with the way you had to, at first, the first 3 years and shit, you had no idea what was going on because you didn't know that these people were in a dark coven, that they were Satanists, and that they were doing black magic on you behind the scenes. And you did it. I mean, a lot of you guys are natural witches. Y'all could be star seeds, healers, whatever. But you didn't know that until you had your spiritual awakening. Okay, your spiritual enlightenment. But once you started going through this journey, oh, you picked up on the shit quick. You were very observant with the way people were talking to you, what they were saying, and the same shit for the masculine. Aquarius, you guys are good observers and you're really good multitaskers. I swear that's most of Aquariuses that I know about, for real. But with this third party out of the picture, yeah, Six of Wands reversed. You outsmarted them. You won the spiritual warfare, the psychological warfare, and when it comes to legal problems, they're fucked. They are fucked. And let me tell you something. For the longest time, I had sensed that this karmic masculine and the coven, they wanted you all to go to jail. And I was trying to figure it out, meditating, and then finally, uh, as the months kept going, and I was seeing images of these people, excuse me, being watched by the authorities. I'm talking FBI, the feds, because of all the fucking crimes. Well, see, this karmic has been thinking of a setup to go to the feminine's house and seriously, uh, wants you to sign some legal documents. And they're just explaining it so fast that you're not going to understand what the fuck they're saying. This is if you open the door, okay? Don't fucking open the door. But you guys are smarter than that. I've repeated this in all my videos. This story is the same shit over and over and over. I'm sure you guys are fucking over it. But he's gonna want you to sign on the dotted line. Don't you fucking dare. Because if you guys have some financial inheritance from a family member that you didn't know about, they stole it years ago, and your signature would solidify that you give permission for them to have the money, And then, or the other thing is, they're gonna try to coerce you into not taking them to court for pressing charges by offering you money, but it's dirty money. This dirty money could have come from him prostituting, it could have come from him selling drugs, whatever. You're gonna get caught with that. Okay, if you gotta go to court, this motherfucker is gonna call you out on it. So you can go to jail too, just like the rest of them. That's why they want you to go to jail. So don't fall for it. You guys are too smart for that shit. Do not open the fucking door, man. Put the 911 on speed dial, bros. Two of Swords reversed. Yeah, you and your masculine see it all. It's out in the open. There's no question of the details of the rumors, who's been involved. No, it's good. Because something tells me that a lot of you guys have been speaking your truth some way, somehow, whether it's like this or on a podcast, maybe public relations, whatever. I don't know. But of course, with the Eight of Swords upright, it's karmic masculine and the karmic feminine. Your your masculine's karmic feminine, they're both gonna play victim. Mm-hmm. Fuck you. Ace of Pentacles. Here it comes, guys. They have been trying 2939 the timer. They've been trying to take this shit away from you for the longest, but you're getting everything. Your financial inheritance, your spiritual talents, okay, the happy family, career, love, money, you fucking name it. It's beautiful, man. The Eight of Swords upright, or Five of Swords, excuse me, the Five of Swords upright. Of course, the karmic, or, because the karmic isn't in the feminine's energy anymore, but he's still been fucking around with your masculine, and he's been working together behind the scenes with your masculine's karmic as well. This is just some trashy shit. Keep trying to give her orders on what to do, on how to hurt you. And how to be prepared to sneak up on you if if you divine feminines try to reach out, your masculines, hell no, this is too much danger. 31, 31 on the timer as I said that, because some of the masculines want the feminine to initiate it. No, 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 no. This is going to be a test of courage and bravery for the masculines. You guys, excuse my language, no offense, but you gotta fucking man up and go to the feminine, okay? Because it's just too fucking dangerous for her to go to you. She's gonna get, um, as they say, people, fucking gang up on you and beat the shit out of you. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, yeah. hmm And no offense, y'all, but the masculine needs to go to the feminine. Yeah, for the part that you played. There's gonna be some deep apologies too. Ooh, the chariot in reversed. Okay. Yeah, trying to. The reason why it's been taking a long time for your masculine to come your way, they've been the coven, especially your karmic masculine and the masculine's karmic working together, doing silent spells on him. 33:22 on the timer. Doing silent spells on him and making him question his instincts about, should I reach out? Should I not? Should I not? This is the chariot reverse. Slow movement, slow travel. That's what been taking so fucking long. And not to mention his karmic was, yeah, doing love spells on him, trying to confuse him with mental mind illusion spells, you fucking name it. But also at the same time, this is a sign that all of this trouble will soon be behind you. It's gonna stop and you guys can move forward. Page of Pentacles reversed. This talks about the dirty money. Page of Cups upright. This talks about the karmic who wants to try to offer you a little bit of love, try to sweep you off your feet. You know better than that because if they can sweep you off your feet, they're going to take you for everything you're worth. Nope, I don't think so. Nope. Get my water. These messages have been, every zodiac sign has been so deep because this has been such a long ass journey. Mm. Something tells me to pull another fucking card over here. Knew it. Alright. Temperance upright. Both you and your masculine know how to balance between logic and your intuition to make the right choices. Follow your gut instincts, Bree. I had a feeling. Pull another card. There we go. Moving on for the past. Seven of Swords reversed. Motherfucker's been caught. Karmic, all the coven members, especially the karmic and masculine's karmic feminine, they've all been caught. This has been known for a long time now. There's no running, there's no hiding away, nada, none of that shit. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this goes two ways. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Technically, it talks about laziness. I mean, pure fucking laziness. Like, somebody does not want to get a real job, okay, and they just want to use magic to get what they want. Or this could talk about um this coven working very hard on their dark magic, but at the end they don't get what they want at all. All that fucking labor and effort in all their black magic rituals, all for nothing because they lost. And you have the Nine of Wands reversed. You know, you don't have, for a long while now, you haven't had to worry about who's around you. But here's the thing, regardless of this shit, my father had always told me, regardless of where you're at, just be aware of your surroundings no matter what. 37:57 on the timer. Always be around, always being aware of your surroundings. Because you never know what the fuck could happen, who's in the vicinity, all that shit. I want to get a card for the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Wow. King of Wands reversed. For the Seven of Swords reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed. This is the King of Cups reversed. Evil, sinister, unforgiving. Been holding a grudge against you guys for forever and a day, ever since you left them, because it brought up their abandonment issues. Wow. This was uh, beyond cruelty. Like, because see, I'm a part of the collective myself, and, spiritually, I felt that this type of cruelty kind of made me and maybe you guys felt like it was in the ancient times of like the reign of terror with the guillotine and all the kind of, different ways of torture, like in the medieval times. It's like, Jesus Christ. King of Pentacles upright. Yeah, this nasty King of Cups reversed has been in competition with the King of Pentacles upright, which is another characteristic of your masculine. 40-30 on the timer. Well, in competition. Yeah. I don't think the masculine knew that this karmic was in competition with him about who's gonna win your love, but obviously he knows now. And he's not trying to be all snide and shit, but it's like, dude, you don't fucking stand a chance, bro. And this King of Pentacles, very smart with money, works very hard, knows how to budget. You know, bills are paid on time, rent is paid on time. You know, always has money to feed himself, doesn't go hungry. He's very humble. And I mean, shit, look, the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, that's a match right there. Y'all are gonna be working on something together, but shut the fuck up. And Five of Cups reversed. A project that failed. And see, this is, if it was upright, this is a project that has failed, and the person has to walk away all sad and shit. But with this person is forced to walk away with, because the law, kicking and screaming. Hmm. And look over here, Four of Pentacles reversed. That's the next main message. You guys will not be struggling financially anymore. You know, the struggle is over, or soon to be over. Wow. Damn, I'm thirsty. Mm, I just got another download. This karmic, they had to walk away. They were forced out of your energy and your space, is what it was. And they had it, I mean, they were kicking and screaming. That's what it was. But they're going to be taken away in the future by the authorities. Hmm. Kicking and screaming, pissed off because a divine had said, game over. That's it, you're out. Feminine's learned her lesson. You didn't learn yours. Over here, this is upcoming future. Death in reversed. Yes, as I've mentioned in several videos, it can talk about physical death, and there's been people in the coven who are no longer around, and I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, but at this point it is what it is. 4444 on the timer. Some of them could have checked out because they wanted you to check out. Because I mean, they were sending you the spirit of depression, real hardcore depression, where It would make you think to yourself that you had nothing left to live for. I, and well, people dying from fatal car crashes, drowning, terminal illnesses, all of that shit. But this also talks about death talks about transformation, but since it's in reverse, these people don't want to change. They do not want to change. They refuse to. They like living this evil lifestyle. Seven of Cups reversed. This is the masculine who he's realized that the grass wasn't greener on the other side with his karmic because right after the breakup, which was, like I said, part of love breakup spells, somebody lied to him and there he was bribed with money. And whatever the lie was, it must have been a good humdinger because it was enough to make the masculine leave you. 4629 the timer. Could have ghosted you. And then after that, still heartbroken and still loved you, but played it off cool with the friends. I'm not bothered, whatever. And then right after that, his karmic was on him like white on rice. And they had a relationship many years ago. It didn't work out. She cheated on him left and right, but he was under magic. They were fucking with his psyche and his mind too. He had a hard time following his intuition. And the time that he's been with her, like he's fucking miserable. And he's like 4727 on the timer. He's like, the grass isn't greener over here. I want to go back home. He's coming home, and we're gonna welcome him with open arms. And at least with me in my case, I forgive because I also believe in true love, unconditional, unbreakable love. And I know the type of people that they were. Bad influences. But anyways, Six of Pentacles upright. You're gonna get your payouts. And look, I mean, hey, if you gotta go to court and shit, there's justice right there, because that's the scales which talk about Libra. You're getting your equal payment. What the hell else can we get for this section? The sun reversed. Yeah, your masculine is not happy with where he's at because he's not with you. 48:58 on the timer. And you feel the same way. You're not happy because you're not with your masculine either. You also feel sorry for him in a way that he was easily manipulated by people that he thought were his friends, but took advantage of him. Seven of Wands upright. As he has spoken up his mind, he has had to defend himself against everybody who disapproves of the relationship. He don't give a fuck. He wants his happiness back. And the karmic masculine, And obviously, he's not happy either because he's not going to get his payouts and he can't defend himself around this crowd of the coven or the authorities. Five of Pentacles upright. They wanted you in poverty and scarcity. It's their turn. They don't get their equal payouts. It's their turn. Oh, Six of Cups. Their masculine's coming. 50-50 on the timer. You guys are very nostalgic, man. Both of y'all are really, really nostalgic right now. And you're masculine, building up the courage and shit, trying to think of ways, but I'm not gonna say anything. Just expect the unexpected. You're gonna be so happy. Page of Swords upright. This karmic knows, and the karmic feminine knows that there's gonna be a reunion happening here very soon. And of 51-51 on the timer. And of course, they're gonna try to be fucking nosy and figure when it's gonna happen. It ain't gonna work out. Like, these people are prostituting just to get money, to pay professional readers to give them answers. But number one, either A, they're the results of these readings are all over the place. They're not true. They're all fucked up, and that's because the divine is protecting you. And yes, they're watching you and other tarot readers and shit, but regardless of it, they can't stop this. Get over it. Oh my god, and it's like they're having a competition with who can make more money prostituting and who can find different tarot readers too that can maybe finally give them correct answers. Ew, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Can't make this shit up. I can't. That's right. I mean, that's what they're working on. That's the strategy they're trying to work on. They're idiots. They're stupid. I mean, willing to prostitute to get money, to get readings on this shit. The grudges are horrible. The jealousy is out of this world. I just heard, what is it? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. The karmic feminine feels that way. Even though she hasn't been with your masculine for years. And this karmic of yours, you haven't been with them in years. You haven't talked to them in years. But they're still holding a grudge against you. This is retarded. Knight of Swords upright. This is your masculine coming through on a mission to speak the truth and to put these assholes in their place again. It's like over here, the King of Swords upright, speaking his truth, calling judgment, putting them in their place. And over here, upcoming future. It's like, I guess y'all didn't hear me right the first time. Well, this is the fucking deal. Get over it. Wow. Queen of Wands upright. That is you. Man, whatever project you've got up your sleeve, you're ready to go, man. You're ready to go. You're tired of being broke, unemployed, having to ask blood family members for help, you know. And if you have any kids, you don't want them to see you in this position. Ay, ay, ay. And and I feel so bad. So, so bad. If any of you feminines had kids with this karmic, oh my God. And it goes, that fucker will never pay child support. That's another crime, another bullshit crime racked up on him too. Yeah, you're ready to fucking go, dude. Fuck fool unreversed. Yeah, uh, both karmics are idiots for taking risky chances. I mean, uneducated, risky chances with trying to physically fuck you up, to hurt you, okay? And if y'all gotta go to court, oh my God, they really are gonna make an ass out of themselves in court. There is no new journey or chapter in life for them because they're going to jail. And I hate to emphasize this and repeat it, and I wouldn't wish it upon anybody, but the thought of suicide hasn't left my mind. This person, the karmic, I don't know, somehow gonna hang himself or some shit. The world reversed. The world is fucked, and they never, their karmic cycle with themselves and shit, it's not ending. It's not. In the next lifetime, they're gonna have to repeat all of these lessons. Okay, excuse me. Judgment in reversed. You can try to run, but you can't hide, fuckers. You can't. And these people do not know how to appreciate life. If they were knocked out in the head with a pot or a pan. So ungrateful, man. And everything that they've had in their life for the past 8 or 12, 14 years from soaking out the energy from your sacral chakra. They took all your energy from your sacral chakra to buy beautiful houses and cars, this, that, and the other. And they took it all for granted, because they didn't work for it, man. They manifested it through you. They've got to give it all away, bankrupt, filing for bankruptcy, having to give up their cars. Uh-huh. And they never had a, a spiritual awakening. Never. I mean, the divine tried to give them signs, but no, didn't listen. Three of Swords reversed. Your heart and your masculine's heart, you've healed. You have grieved this whole situation for long enough, and you know that it's time to move it on. Because, yeah, I mean, look, just remember that the ops do not get their justice. Nothing. They don't deserve justice because, I mean, they stole from you. How can anybody get justice from stealing from somebody else? The Ace of Swords reversed. This is a breakthrough in communication, but it's bad news. But this is going to be bad news in many ways. It's going to be bad news for the coven, especially the karmics, because here's your Two of Cups. This is what's happening. You're getting your Two of Cups. This is like going to be a total stab in the gut, the heart for them. For real, like, especially the karmic masculine, he's just, it's going to be a jab in the heart, bro. And also, breakthrough in communication that if y'all gotta go to court, yeah, they're gonna lose. And they're gonna owe so much money for all the damages caused. And people just pissed off that, no matter what they did, they couldn't keep the Two of Cups away. Because let me tell you what, the rest of their life, it's, like half the coven is gonna go to prison, you know, and the years that they're gonna be in there, it's all gonna depend on the severity of their crimes, all right? Something, yeah, specifically with tax evasion, tax fraud, stolen identities, credit cards, and child sex trafficking. Oh, yeah. The Two of Pentacles reversed. This karmic, completely out of control. His life all over the place. He's fucked. Just let him be. Fuck it. Quick little intermission. I'm back. The funny part is, right before I came back, it was 2:22 on the clock. Things are evening out. Your life is evening out. I know. I'm a total fucking nerd. But anyways, here we go. Queen of Cups. This is you. Hmm. This is a part of. You have a characteristic. You're a sweetheart. I mean, you don't wish anybody ill will. You didn't talk shit about anybody. You never did any black magic, even though the karmic had said that you were a black witch. And that's why so many bad things were happening to them. No, that's what that's about. Ten of Swords reversed. You and your masculine have healed from all the betrayal. It's a bittersweet moment because I mean, before all this shit happened, there were a lot of good memories with these people, but when this shit happened, when this karmic masculine came into the picture and started his shit, all hell broke loose. And then y'all saw everybody's true colors, but you're healed, you're good, you're like, I can find better people to hang around anyways. And the Hanged Man reversed. This is a Pisces card, and you could have Pisces somewhere in your chart maybe, but if you don't, it's fine. You're no longer being persecuted because people know the truth, you know? And people know that this karmic has some serious psychological problems. And I keep sensing that it could be schizophrenia. And the karmic feminine could have split personality disorder. When you have two people like that with mental illnesses, it is not a good combination. Ay, ay, ay. But look, I mean, the Seven of Pentacles right here, you are getting the fruit of your labor for all of your goddamn hard work, man. You worked like a son of a bitch because you were one person against, I'm serious, a crowd of like 150 to 200. And oh my God, look at this. Your Four of Wands, your celebrations, 808 on the timer. Y'all could be seeing 808, 818, 909, 919. Look, no longer being persecuted. You worked your ass off for everything. You didn't cheat your way through. Okay, here's your happiness. Here's your marriage, engagements, Six of Swords upright, moving on to calmer waters. Finally, with your masculine, because this is the marriage. Oh, Jesus. This Page of Wands reverse has been coming out for a bit. Man, I keep sensing that this is the karmic masculine who really wants you to be physically hurt, fucked up, but he can't do it because he ain't in your energy, can't be in your energy or your space, so he's trying to plan it out with the karmic feminine, the masculine's karmic feminine, but it's not gonna work. He's okay, he's gonna get a charge for this to cause premeditated harm. And he's also gonna be charged with premeditated murder. And the karmic feminine, she could be a Sagittarius, but could have Aquarius in her chart too. I don't know. Yeah, word's gonna get around and something's gonna get caught on camera. Okay? Or there's gonna be evidence of a conversation being recorded about this plan to hurt your ass. Oh, but hey, I mean, Four of Pentacles reversed. No more poverty. Eight of Cups upright. Completely walking away. You walked away from this bullshit crowd a long time ago, but um, this is definitely having to do with this whole crowd. The karmics having to walk away from everything because it's prison time for trying to hurt you. The Empress upright. Yeah. And for the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Stealing, being caught for trying to steal what is rightfully yours. Financial money or, spiritual jail for trying to steal your destiny and your spiritual talents. Uh-huh. Right here. The Lovers. Beautiful. You and your masculine. The Lovers right here. And it's also the Lovers also talks about a business deal. So not only are you guys lovers and soulmates, but and twin flames, but you guys are gonna be working together and it's gonna work out beautiful. And the Hierophant upright, this is this secret society, this cult, okay? And you speaking your truth first, which pissed them off, obviously, wanting to send you more curses and hexes, obviously, but they kept getting sent back. And now the masculine speaking up his truth against these people. Neither of you want anything to do with this organization, this satanic church. You guys are both rebelling against this. The moon upright, this is a Pisces card, talks about intuition, okay, and secrets and mysteries that hidden are in the dark, which a Hierophant right here, this church had a lot of secrets and mysteries that they were hiding for years, especially the karmic masculine. And this karmic masculine, acting really fucking weird and shit. People trying to figure out what's wrong with him, keeping secrets closed. The devil upright, devil like energy, okay? Trying to fuck with the lovers. Devil like energy, talks about ruining friendships, relationships. It's, reckless sex, it's gambling, uh, total drug abuse, addiction abuse, alcoholic, and obviously worshiping the devil too. And they were summoning up demons too. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that this karmic could be possessed by some of the shit he conjured up. He's being haunted, but that's his problem. Eight of Wands reversed. They've run out of ideas. This whole satanic church, they've run out of ideas of how they can get themselves out of trouble with the law and everything else. They were given signs and omens. Some people paid attention, some didn't. Well, it was mainly the karmic who didn't pay attention. And people were like, stop, stop, stop. He wouldn't listen, and it just kept the situation worse. The magician upright, okay? You are a natural witch and an alchemist. Very fucking powerful. And your masculine is a natural wizard. Very fucking powerful. You guys together, man. Woo. Good, powerful, strong magic to make shit happen. Alchemist. You know how to turn situations around that are bad and learn how to make light of it. Because as they say, what are you going to do? Laugh or cry? Well, you're going to have to take that situation and turn it into a laugh or something just to get through it. The Wheel of Fortune upright. Moving forward, guys. Moving forward to the next chapter. This is awesome. King of Wands reversed. This is your karmic. Lazy as fuck. Well, he has ideas. His ideas have been sinister, nasty, okay? I mean, he has had an altar, but dedicated a lot of it to love spells and shit. It didn't work. Tried to telepathically send you love songs. And at first, you may have thought that they were coming from your masculine, but no, it was coming from your karmic. Ay, Dios míos. He, he thought he had an empire going with the coven and was in charge of everything. And if you went against him, oh, hell was gonna break loose. And random outburst. Ugh. The star reversed. Okay, if someone does not get their ultimate wish, their ultimate star, like wish upon a star. Karmic doesn't get you, the karmic feminine doesn't get your man, nothing. And this karmic, they've always enjoyed being in the spotlight, all the attention on them. Well, you're in the spotlight, all right. Star in reverse, you're making an ass of yourself. They really try to take away the Ten of Cups from you, but this whole coven, this karmic family, falling apart. Legal trouble left and right. The karmic's personal, private family falling apart, dysfunction, and they didn't want you to have a family at all. The Two of Wands upright here. This this karmic masculine here, working with a dark high priestess, which is the masculine's karmic working together to confuse you guys about, you know, is my masculine really my masculine? Is my feminine really my feminine? It was to fuck with your minds, your psyches. But you guys know what's up. Two of Cups, Four of Wands. I mean, holy shit. The Hermit upright. This is the karmic who is trying to hide, doesn't want to face his inner demons for shit, trying to hide from the law. Ace of Cups reversed. My period. Drinking his life away. The Four of Swords upright. You can chill, man. Oh my god, and look. The Emperor to the Empress. Badass. We're going a little bit over time. I gotta hurry up. The Emperor to the Empress, which I mean fucking awesome here. Oh, this is great. So, Emperor to the Empress. We have Ace of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords upright, the Queen of Swords upright. Four of Wands. You're a sweetheart with the Queen of Cups upright. Moving on to calmer waters. King of Pentacles upright. Okay, and here we go with the Queen of Pentacles upright. Trying to work on the bag. Here's your Knight of Cups. This is beautiful. Making true love on the way there, man. Six of Cups right here. I mean, what more could you fucking ask for? And the Ace of Wands upright. Whatever surprise that this masculine has up his sleeve, it's gonna be beyond successful. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. This talks about somebody, this karmic that wants to offer you dirty money. Fuck that. That. People, these people want to physically fight your ass. Stay to yourselves right now, or hey, you want to go out and have some fun, fine, but fuck, if I were you, take some pepper spray with you, seriously. Yeah, the tower upright. Oh, they, they're really surprised by how bad their karmic debt is to pay. And they know the law is after them, but they don't know when that knock on their door is coming any day. Nine of Cups upright, you get everything you manifested for. You got the fucking Nine of Swords upright, people tripping and shit. Can't sleep at night, worried, paranoid, that's their problem. Four of Cups upright. The karmic throwing a temper tantrum. This is beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. I hope you please like and subscribe, and I'm gonna give you a few quick oracle cards here. They're I'm not gonna give the full description with the Gothic oracle. I'm just gonna give you the main message, seriously. Oh, I know it looks like a mess, but in my mind, I have it all together. That makes sense to me. It's like putting a puzzle up together and just letting the messages and downloads coming to me. I've seen other readers that are like all over the place too. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Well, okie dokie. Excuse me. Oh, I gotta cook a break. Hey, y'all. I don't know, man. It's like my burps keep getting worse. And it looks and sounds unprofessional, but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, fuck it. Gotta deal with it. I know that another tarot reader, it's tarot with Empress Eva. She gets the hiccups a lot. Mhm. Let's see. 1 second. I have to. There was a. Oh, wow. It's right here. Muy importante card. Okay. And I'm going to shuffle them. Valor. It stands for battle. I'm not joking. Let's see. I just turned to the fucking page. Wow. This card suggests that battle is necessary or inevitable. There will be circumstances when we are called into conflict and must consider the best method of response. In some situations, choosing not to respond or enter into combat is the best course of action. But this card reminds us that there will be times when it is vital for you to stand your ground and fight. What the hell have we been doing here for all these years? The appearance of this card could signify that there is tension in the air. Quarrels and other kinds of non physical warfare could be heading your way, so donning your own armor, readying for counterattack could be your best and only option. Unfortunately, we all fall prey to criticisms and condemnation from others. Valor reminds us that there are some disputes we simply cannot walk away from. Wow. I happened to open it up right to the damn. It's a sign. Ooh. Mhm. Fuck it, just deal with it. All right, Aquarius. Wow, 2020 on the diamond. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. Quick, I shuffle you. That was amateur as hell. We got Sailor's Ruin is the next main message there. What the fuck does this stand for? Hmm, it's just forever, man. Once I'm done with all of these zodiac signs, I'm changing out the oracle cards. I want to use different ones, but I like to make it fair and equal for all the zodiac signs with oracle cards and shit. But when I restart the readings, I'm changing out. Funny. Your mammy finally talks about temptation. Talks about temptation. Okay. We can all relate to temptation in its many guises. If it is not physical beauty that seduces us beyond our limitations, and it can be wrapped up in many other attractive packages, such as food, alcohol, laziness, overspending, or a bad choice of partner. The sailor ruins, excuse me, the sailor's ruin is in his lack of resistance. If you have drawn this card, you may have already succumbed to temptation or may be on the brink of doing so. Sometimes the people and things we know are not good for us become the most attractive and persistent options. Sailor's Ruin reminds you that most desires, such as the odd treat or letting your hair down, can actually be beneficial in moderation. However, too much of a good thing can become detrimental. What is tempting you at this time, and what might be the cost of giving into your urges? Mhm. Trick or treat. I love Halloween. Something special is happening. A very special occasion for Halloween and Christmas time. But I call it Samhain. Some people want to call it Samhain. Excuse me. And for Christmas, it's Yuletide. Hey, there's a message coming out too. I know that these are a lot of cards, but every sign is getting the same shit. So it must be important. What did I say? Y'all are getting a message. Ooh. Oh. And I'm gonna leave this with this. Put the rest of them away. I'm gonna read the Wheel of the Year because it's right here in the back. Talks about cycles. Hmm. Yeah, the Wheel of the Year is a card of cycles. Throughout the seasons, things sprout, grow, and then wither and die. This is a fact of life, and we must allow it to flow naturally without resistance or interruption. If you have drawn this card, you are being reminded that life is all about change. There are often many changes in life that we are incapable of preventing. Not all of these will be life altering, and while some will be feared, others will be welcomed. This large dragon confirms that change is taking effect and reminds you that sometimes the best course of action is to just go with the flow. The wise person will recognize when participation is pointless, and it is best to just stand back and not react. Now is the time to yield and understand that the universe has a greater plan, even if it is not what you had expected. That's very true. It's like what from Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Trick or treat. And he talks about choice. Hmm. If you receive this card, then a choice is before you. It suggests that there is more than one way to progress and that you are being given options. To be given a choice is a luxury, but we must not forget that responsibility comes with the power of choosing. Consideration or advice may be needed before committing to one choice or another. What we do in the present will have an effect on what happens at a later date. Being conscious of how your actions could influence your life and the life of others, even in the distant future, is part of this card's core message. Mhm. Terrific. Cojones. Angel Rose. Okay, talks about perspective. A shift of perspective could be needed at this time. While it might be understandable for you to be feeling lackluster or even down, there's always something to be thankful for or to look forward to. Like this woman, just lifting your head up to the light could change your outlook for the better. Though you may have experienced a difficult time dwelling on a problem or engaging only with those things that we have not worked will simply keep you stuck within the darkness. An act of gratitude is necessary, even though the difficulties you have faced may have left you emotionally buckled. It is important that you count the blessings that do exist and consider the life lessons that have been gained through recent hardships. That ain't the truth. We have the arachnopharia caution. It is only natural for us to be cautious when we are greeted with the unknown. This fairy may be beautiful, but poison runs through her veins. This is the time, therefore, to find out what you are dealing with before making a decision. If you have drawn this card, caution is required since rushing into something could result in a bad or even dangerous outcome. If you are considering investing funds, signing contracts, or trusting others with something you hold dear, then a little extra research would be worthwhile. We all need to be cautious at times. Although our modern problems may not be as perilous as facing a venomous spider, they could cause disruption within everyday life. When this card turns up, prevention would certainly make more sense. Thank you. Awaken Your Magic talks about inspiration and ideas. If you have drawn this card, it is suggesting that you are not only in receipt of a brainwave or creative spark, but that now is the ideal time to make use of it. Once we have become awakened by the magic of our imagination, we must consider ways we can manifest this idea in the physical world. Have you had an idea for something that could change your life or the life of others? Have you come up with a better way of doing something or found the solution to a problem? Think of practical ways this inspiration can become released from your mind and born into reality. Cool. Beyond the veil, you have the Carpe Diem, seize the day, talks about balance. The top of the card is the motto Carpe Diem, which means seize the day, a reminder to make the most of the time we have here on Earth before we pass from this realm to the next. We can embrace this outlook while living a balanced life, experiencing work and play, joy and sacrifice, excitement and calm, and even measures. If you have drawn this card, it might be that you are feeling the effects of imbalance in your life. If you are socializing too much or working too hard, you may need to realign your priorities to strike a healthy and sustainable balance. Beyond words talks about friendship. If you have drawn this card, then you are being reminded of an unbreakable bond, one that can be trusted and relied on, but that also brings much satisfaction. The unicorn and maiden are from different worlds, but this does not affect their compatibility. Their connection is based on a soul level rather than an earthly one. You have to think about who has been there for you through good and bad. In a reading, beyond words will remind you that someone is there for you. You may think that you know who this person is, but think again. In some situations, a supportive or kindly friend may not be the first one that comes to mind. Who has really been there, your rock, through both the good and the bad? These are people that don't run away at the first sign of trouble. Blood Moon talks about opportunity because blood moons are fucking rare. When this card arrives, it suggests an opportunity or opening of some kind. In some cases, it might suggest a romantic proposition, such as being asked on a date, or it can suggest that a potential relationship is in the cards. In a career based reading, there may be the possibility of a new job or a promotion. Opportunities of all kinds are possible when Blood Moon is in play. What is important to remember is that an opportunity is just that. While good fortune is contained within the essence of this card, it is only you who can make it happen. Whether you choose to accept the goblet and, therefore, what the symbolic blood can offer you is up to you. Change and prosperity could be within your grasp if you reach out and take advantage of them. Hmm. Enchantment, right here, talks about commitment. Okay. If you have drawn this card, then you are being asked to think about how committed you are to something or someone. Are you all in or are you all out? Commitment comes with responsibility and must not be taken lightly. Are you about to sign a contract, enter into a partnership, or are you considering taking a relationship to a new level? If so, make sure that you are aware of what your commitment will entail. While enchantment may very well be the reward, It may be more difficult to step out of the fairy ring than it was to step in. Guys, there's nothing to worry about. Take the chance. This is going to be such a beautiful relationship. Hmm. Fantasy Forest talks about intuition. If this card has graced your reading, it's time to consider how you feel. It does not suggest that you ignore logic, but rather trust in the messages that appear to come from within. Have you ever felt negatively about someone on the first meeting only to be proven right a few weeks later? Can you remember a time when you were called to do something that defied popular opinion, but it worked out better than you'd expected? These are examples of intuition in action. Some will call it instinct or second sight, even our sixth sense. However you refer to it, you are being asked to lean on yours right now because it has something of relevance to tell you. Do so. Justice. So, in a sense, this card is as much about injustice as justice. It will often arrive when we feel as though we have been treated unfairly. The rage in Medusa's stance suggests a need to right a wrong or invoke fairness of some kind. If you have drawn this card, it could be time for you to seek justice. You may be motivated by anger, but remember to keep as level a head as possible when relaying the facts of a situation. It is time for you to give your side of the story. As a general card, Medusa is a good omen, especially when connected to legal situations or times when the truth needs to be confronted. Mhm. North Star talks about acceptance because, I mean, it's a fixed symbol, it doesn't change. Well, it says if you have drawn this card, then you are being reminded that not everything can be fixed or changed to suit. We can't control the weather on our wedding day, for example, or change someone's mind once it is made up. In a reading, you may be advised not to pursue something as it is clearly not working. While you may be in a position to move some mountains, there will always be some challenges that cannot be overcome. Accepting that not every hurdle can be jumped is a sign of maturity and could save you a lot of disappointment. Only love remains talks about memories. Yeah, it means that the past is of some significance to your question. While you may feel as though your life is now colorless without something or someone you held dear, this may not be wholly true. This card is a reminder of the good times and a chance to reminisce, but also reminds us of the danger that living in the past can bring. There is always more to achieve and enjoy. As a card of times gone by, only love remains will simply alert you to the past in some readings. A solution could be found in a previous life lesson, or, in some instances, someone from your past could make a reappearance. Owl messenger, communication. If you've got this card, it would seem that a message is headed in your direction. Is this information or confirmation you have been waiting on, or will it be a complete surprise? As well as personal greetings, letters, and general correspondence, the card also suggests contracts or much awaited test results. Although Owl Messenger can predict mail arriving on your doorstep, it can also encourage you to put pen to paper, so to speak. Have you got forms that need filling out and sending, or might a loved one appreciate a call or some kind of contact? A message could make their day. And yeah, this reading's gonna be longer. It is what the fuck it is. The Power of Three talks about cooperation. If you got this card, it means that the team is of great importance. You may be able to solve a problem or take on a new responsibility alone, but do you have to? Sometimes jobs can be more enjoyable when we share the experience with others. Are you carrying your workload and doing your part? Are others shouldering responsibilities that you should be dealing with? Or is it someone else who has become lax? The power of three reminds you of the strength of the group and not the individual. It is often when we all join together that great success happens. Prayer for the Fallen talks about forgiveness. Hmm. We need to be reminded of the importance of forgiving, though not forgetting. It is likely that most of us have been wronged or hurt over time, each of us carrying the wounds within our heart or current circumstances. While we will never forget the pain that has been inflicted on us, the act of forgiving releases us from the emotions of anger and bitterness that we have incurred. To forgive someone for a selfish or unreasonable act may not be easy, but holding on to suffering and resentment can be detrimental to our mental, emotional, and physical health. It is important to remember that forgiveness is not necessarily something we do for others, but for our own good. If you've got this card, then maybe it is time to forgive someone. This does not mean letting them off the hook. In some cases, it can strengthen relationships by encouraging boundaries if the relationship is to continue. Experience can become a good teacher. Forgiveness is, therefore, the gift we give to ourselves, releasing us from resentment and allowing us to move on. Rose Fairy talks about pain. Love is in many forms, is something most of us desire, whether it is the care and attention of a lover or the warmth of a friend, parent, or child that you yearn for. Like the red rose, a symbol of romantic love, it can be beautiful as it unfolds, from a first delicate meeting to a committed relationship in bloom. However, to be open to love is to be vulnerable to pain. One cannot exist without the other, like the crimson flower decorated by her thorns. If you have this card, you may have been scratched by the sharp edges of love. To give your heart, romantically or otherwise, may have left you unguarded and prey to the dishonesty of others or unkindness of circumstance. Unfortunately, love and pain are intimate sisters, unable to be separated. You may be feeling hurt, in grief, or are resting beneath a cloud of personal tragedy. The only way of moving through this is to accept that life and love is a mix of light and darkness, if healing is to become your next step. Hmm. Take time to grieve and recover, but remember that you are strong enough to overcome the trials you are facing. And finally, You have soul bond, partnership. Hmm. Hmm. If you have drawn this card, you are being reminded. Hmm. 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 Oh, shit. Hmm. Hmm. That's a shocker, damn it. Okay. If you've got this card, you are being reminded of the importance of partnership and the strength of support. This could concern connecting with those who enjoy similar pastimes, or in a career based reading, might reference the possibility or benefit of joining forces with a business or person who has similar objectives. Agreements of all kinds can be confirmed when this card is in play. You may be used to confronting obstacles alone, but this card suggests that two heads might be better than one, and that an opportunity to join with someone else is a possibility. Mergers may be on the horizon, and you may be called to share your talents and gain from the experience and skill of someone else. In a romantic reading, soul bond is a symbol of two hearts beating together as one, indicating that a fruitful union is in the cards. Coño. Summon the Reaper talks about time, which I hope you guys are still with me. If not, I understand. Okay, this card is less about death and life. When it makes its way into reading, it concerns the time that it is in front of us rather than what has gone. So many of us mourn the loss of youth and what we consider to be our most vibrant self, but true beauty lies within age and maturity. To be mature and experienced allows for a greater understanding of self and therefore means that we can make more informed choices for our future. Time is always running out, and there's little we can do about that. If you have drawn this card, evaluation of some kind is necessary. How will you choose to live the coming chapters of your life? What adventure is next on your list? In a general reading, you are being reminded that the sands of time wait for nobody. Maybe you need to set the wheels in motion and do something you've been itching to get on with or were putting off for a rainy day. And the last one, the blessing talks about signs. Says it is not unusual for us to receive signs from the universe letting us know that a choice we are considering or an idea we are having is the right one. Has has a song come onto the radio at just the right time? Its words appropriate for something on your mind, helping you to make a decision? Has a conversation arisen with friends that perfectly aligned with a topic or idea you were thinking about? It might be that there are no coincidences and these messages were truly meant for you. You might call them signs. If you have drawn this card, it means that your idea is being blessed or your wishes are being answered. This is a fortuitous card, suggesting that whatever is on your mind, or is the subject of your question, is favored and divinely blessed. Nice. These are like one answers. Aquarius. Like I said, I hope you guys are still with me. If not, I'm sorry. One last shuffle. Yep. Hmm. Says leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Take a leap of faith, fuckers. Look at this. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. What the fuck have we been doing this whole time? The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Soul Tribe. Intuition is skyrocketing, y'all, and you're finally going to start meeting people that are like you and they don't want to hurt you. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. You got people on the other side backing your ass up. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Don't overthink shit. Don't be a worrywart. You're on the right path. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. This is great because, I mean, here it talks about the great gathering, and this is your soul tribe, soul family, not karmic family. Trust your path. You're already doing it. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? But you know what, guys? Even if you're not supported, fuck it. Still go with it. You're always going to have pessimistic people, the naysayers. Share your face. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. Abso-fucking-lutely. You're no one's bitch. You will not be silenced for anybody. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Follow your intuition. Quit doubting yourself. It says, Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? This could be a place where, star seeds, there could be Imrama star seeds out there. What journey do you want to take in life? Do it. You don't want to have you don't want to have regrets. Star seed, what lights you up? Go for what you want, guys. Seriously, I feel like some of y'all could be scared because you've just been torn down, but get up off your ass, dust yourself off, strap yourself up with the bootstraps and keep going. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Hell yeah. If people ask you for something, but you don't want to do it, say no, but say it politely. There's been too many times when you guys have said yes when you really don't want to do it, and then it puts you behind with your shit. But no, stand up for yourself. This is a new chapter of your life where you've come into your own awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, new way of being, integration. You just keep ascending and ascending. Coven could not keep up. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You guys are very powerful people. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And ladies, Talk about star seeds here. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. It says play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. She's in this little like champagne glass. Oh, I'm gonna end it with these two because oh, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? This is for the masculine for sure. It's bittersweet to have to move on and leave these people behind because I mean, look at the two black doors and the lightning. But when you look past that, here's a beautiful garden. You're making your own heaven on earth. And unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. You goddamn right. All right. Love you guys. Bye bye, Aquarius. Sorry for making it a little too long.